All right, here we are at our 2019 Chaparral Sunesta 264. This is a one-owner boat. It's only seen fresh waters. We're here on the beautiful fresh waters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. I'm just about 100 feet from the water. I've pulled this one out so I can get you some good 360-degree shots of the boat sitting on its tandem axle BoatMate trailer that's going with it. This is powered by a V8 Volvo Penta, 350 horsepower, inboard outboard stern drive engine with dual prop outdrive. Under 200 hours on the boat. It's currently 185 hours. However, the seller will continue to use this one until it is sold. And as you can see, we've got a spare tire carry on this trailer. We've got a swing tongue. It's also got brakes. Now this one's going to have a ton of features. This boat was loaded up with just about every available option on there. So I may miss something. Up here on the bow, we do have some LED docking lights. I'll go ahead and point that out now. We're here for our video walkthrough tour. Now, I usually don't mention asking price because that will often change until the listing is sold. But our website is where you're going to find it, along with all of our contact information. That's at www.yournewboat.com. If you take the time to put that in your address bar, hit enter, you'll see some orange lettering that's going to load. That's how you'll know you're at the right place. If you click the Find Your New Boat button, it's going to load all of our inventory and order a price, and you're just going to scroll down until you see this one. Again, it's the 2019 Chaparral Sunesta 264 sport boat for sale here on Norris Lake. You'll see the asking price listed right there, and you'll be able to contact us via call, text, or email. If you ever call us on the phone, get our voicemail, please leave me a detailed message. I'm often in areas without cell phone reception, like where I'm standing right now. If you just let me know what listing you're looking at, what questions you have, as soon as I get back in range, I will be returning your call. So you can see we've got some C-deck pads on this custom BoatMate trailer. I also want to point out you've got the tie-down straps built in. This is actually kind of convenient to have that kind of ratchet strap already there. You're never going to misplace it, leave it behind. I also want to point out we've got some LED underwater lights on both sides of this Volvo engine. Here's that dual prop Volvo outdrive. And now we're going to climb on board. So I'm using this, this is a 3-step swim boarding ladder that I'm using to step up. And we've got an integrated self-draining cooler right here that can be reached by the water. We've got some large heavy-duty pull-up stainless cleats. And then we've also got engine drive trim right back here near the back of the boat. That's really nice. If you've got this covered and it's on the trailer, you need to raise or lower your drive, you can do that right here without having to climb in or uncover the boat. Additionally, we've got a little Polk stereo remote. This is a little transom shower. We've got one of these at the bow, one here at the stern where we're at now, and that would be a pump out for your waste holding tank. And then I also want to point out, we got a fuel fill here. Got another fuel fill over here. That is so no matter which side of the gas pumps or the marina you pull into, that fuel fill is going to be right there. That is an 80-gallon onboard fuel tank. We've got a little walk-through gate right here. It's going to drop down into place. You lift that up a little bit and it'll go forward or back. We've got 2 stainless cup holders back here on the swim platform. You see that front and rear facing lounge seat that will lower flat, make a huge sun pad. You can basically pop up a backrest on either side, so you can be lounge and forward facing or rear facing. We've got the removable beach weave snap-in carpeting on this one. It's all really soft carpet that snaps in and out of place. Right back here behind that little transom gate, I do want to point out we've got a battery switch right there. I'm going to go ahead and lower this sun pad here. Okay, now that that's in place, you can see this huge sun lounge. And I'm gonna have some photos of this on the website. Look here, that is your forward facing lounge that has 3 different positions on it. That'll go to almost a full seated position, and then all the way down laying flat. You can do the same thing facing the other way. 2 more cup holders on the forward side of this large convertible sun lounge. Again, that would be the lowest position, going all the way up to the highest position. 3 different positions to put that backrest down. And then of course you can also fold it flat. So I really like the versatility of that. Now when you're done, give that strap a little pull right there, and it's going to go right back up into place. Give a little help there too if you need it. Now we've got a removable lounge table that will go here, back here in the cockpit. I'm going to have a photo of that at the website. I also want to show you how deep this storage compartment is. We've got a 12 volt air compressor in this compartment. This is basically just a little storage holder for it. That's going to plug into any of your mini 12 volt outlets. You've got several fenders. I've got the entire mooring cover on here that's just laying down in this storage compartment. That shows you how deep it is. This has the full canvas package, as in there is a snap-on bow cover, cockpit cover, and a full mooring cover. So again, two more cup holders right here at this forward facing part of the sun lounge. Now here at this little entertainment area, you've got a little stainless sink. That's just the cover for it. All right, this is a little storage tray right here. This little compartment, that goes down into a little wastebasket right there. You've got 3 storage doors here. There's some storage there, and then this one houses this big Igloo. This is a 54 quart Igloo cooler. Now this is on a track. That's not going to swing open until you unlatch it, and then it will slide out along with that wastebasket. So you can slide that out however far you need to be able to access that Igloo cooler. Let me give this a little bit of a push back so it locks into place. I really like how these doors, they made this so you can open either door. Some of these you'll have to close one door before the other will close. You've got 2 more cup holders integrated right here on this large little bar area. I believe I counted 14 total cup holders. Everybody's gonna get thirsty on this one. Large in-floor storage locker. Now the personal belongings and water toys that you see in here will not be going with this one. That is a very deep storage compartment. There's a ton of life jackets and some water toys down in there. That also is lockable. Now we've got 4 wet sound cockpit speakers and this giant wet sound subwoofer. We've got 2 more wet sound tower speakers. We've got a tower mount Bimini top. This is your anchor light for your navigation, and it's also your tow hook for skiers or wakeboarders. If you're pulling tubers, you're going to pull those off the back. There's another ski eye or ski tow hook right there. Now your driver and passenger seat are both raised bolster seats. They swivel, they slide forward and back. Chaparral really does a good job with their hinges. That kind of heavy duty hardware. One of them is going to rotate left and right. The other is going to slide forward and back. That is hardware that will stand the test of time. 12 volt power outlet right back here behind the driver's seat. Okay, you've got, slide that driver's seat back where it was. You've got one of those 4 cockpit speakers right there. You've got some LED interior lighting, and then I want to point out that's an auxiliary input jack for your stereo. Another 12 volt power outlet right here. Your underwater lights, your accessory switches. You've got a water, basically your onboard water pressure system for your front and rear showers. There's going to be a small little freshwater tank. Here's your docking lights. You've got a 3 3 instrumentation cluster where you've got engine drive trim, you've got your water level, and you've got your fuel level. You've got a Garmin GPS Map XS. This is a touch screen, a color display. This will do a chart plotter, which is what it's showing right now. It's also going to show water temperature, water depth, your GPS speed, and then you can do sonar or fish finder. Now it's not going to show any fish right here because we're sitting in the parking lot. Get back to the nav chart right there. Now you've got Volvo's version of kind of a SmartCraft display. There's your current engine hours, 184.5 engine hours. There's your battery volts, engine temperature, engine drive, oil pressure, RPM, your fuel gallons left, and then this one right here, this is one of my favorites. You'll hear me talk about on other gauges. That's your gallons per hour. I like any boat that's going to show you that in real time, because what that will let you do is while you're cruising, sometimes you can adjust that RPM just a little bit of RPM, and you'll see a ton of difference in your fuel economy. So that's why I like it whenever you have that built into your instrumentation. Blower switch right here. Everything on this boat is functional. There's your cockpit lights, your nav lights, your bilge pump, functioning horn. Now here's your second stereo remote right there. You've got one swim platform, one here at the driver's seat. Here's your passenger, again, raised bolster seat. That's going to go forward, back, and swing side to side. Small little dry box right in here. And then here's your head compartment. Now this is another upgrade here, a big upgrade here. That is a Vaccuflush head. That's never been used. You've got a small little sink right here. Again, that's your it comes from your onboard fresh water. A Vaccuflush head has a pump out built into it. You've got a small waste holding tank. I'm going to estimate probably about 10-12 gallons. I'll have that exact size listed at the website along with the full specs of this one. So additional storage under here is your wet sound amplifier, your removable lounge table, and pedestal for it is stored in there. Here's your Polk stereo. This is an AM/FM auxiliary input, Bluetooth, satellite ready stereo. Again, we've got basically 6 total speakers, 4 cockpit speakers, 2 tower speakers. Now this right here, this is your windscreen for those chillier days out on the water. Hopefully you don't have many until you want one. That will lock into place. And so used in combination with your little walkthrough here, that will close that off on those, like I said, those chillier mornings or evenings, or early or late into the season. Now, again, another feature on this one, you've got the bow filler cushions. I'm going to have a photo of this on the website. And then here is where your other mount is for that removable lounge table. Excuse me, removable lounge table. Added an extra large, this is basically your second in-floor storage locker. That also is lockable. And then another neat thing about this bow seating here, you've got the little pop-up armrest. And again, you've got the bow filler cushions up here. That center cushion right there is sitting on top of another self-drained cooler. And this cushion is removable. That's snapped in place. You've got your second of 2 freshwater little handheld showers there. And then another swim boarding ladder. That's another 4-step swim boarding ladder, and that is anchor and rope. Got pop-up cleats throughout. This one is truly just loaded up with all the options. Again, I'm going to have the full list of options at our website. That's www.yournewboat.com. There is transferable warranty remaining on the boat and the engine. Again, it's a 1-owner. Even though it's currently got 185 hours, you know, I know this boat's going to continue to get used until it sells. We'll probably go ahead and list this as 200 hours. All right, last up here, we're going to raise your powered engine hatch. Another nice feature that's been added. Give this just a few moments to raise. Should also point out we've got a automatic fire extinguisher system in that engine compartment. That's what this little green light is right here. You'll hear some beeping whenever you go to start this one. That's to let you know that that system is functional. All right, and here's that Volvo Penta V8, 350 horsepower again, and inboard, outboard, stern drive engine. Here's that automatic fire extinguisher system. Here's your waste holding tank with the, again, that's Vaccuflush, dual batteries, battery switch, so 2019 batteries, and your 80-gallon fuel tanks mounted just forward of this engine. You get to the full 360-degree tour. And I'll go ahead and lower this engine hatch. Again, this one is in like new condition. After I show you the engine rooms, typically when I'm going to walk around and show you any wear and tear that I've noticed on the boat, I have not noticed anything on this one. But I'll do one more walk around the exterior, get up close. This boat gets waxed regularly. And this is not an exaggeration. It's probably been waxed every 10 hours of use. The boat and the trailer have been waxed regularly. This one is North Carolina registered. This boat has spent a few weekends in the fresh waters of Lake Norman, North Carolina. But it has been used mostly here on Norris Lake. Give you a good look at the tower. Well, I think I showed those tower speakers earlier. That's a powder coated wakeboard tower. And let me climb up here. Showed you those underwater lights. There's your stainless dual props. That's that Volvo Outdrive. And I like the black and white color scheme on this one. This is going to be a really timeless, classy look. It's not going to go out of style.